system seeks to generate qualified professionals who occupy and develop the labor market of different non-university professional profiles. This analysis describes how different countries approach the preparation of their students for the world of work, VET, with an emphasis on research regarding the state of the art in work-based learning. We will see how each country defines work-based learning concerning working conditions, organization, evaluation, and school curriculum. VET does not start at the same age in all countries, although it does have different levels of training within it. VET in many countries plays a crucial role in acquiring skills and practical experience. During learning, theory is combined with practices in companies and at school. In this table, we see the general structure of VET in the different countries according to the level and the minimum age of the students. Normally, students do not get any salary during the training, and each country has different working conditions. In Albania, the way to the payment of the students is open to the business. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, there are contributions for pension and disability insurance for students that are paid in a monthly amount of 1.5 euros. In Finland, they have two types of agreements: training agreement and paid apprenticeship. In Italy, the dual education mode began in the 2015-2016 training year in some schools, and all the students are in training agreement. In Kosovo, all students of VET carry out professional practice learning. In Montenegro, dual education has an economic compensation of 10 to 20% of net salary. In Spain, training agreement and the students are fully covered by Social Security. Dual education system is characterized by a high amount of hours in the company. In all countries, we work through learning outcomes. Work-based learning takes place at the end of the academic work, or the practices can be distributed by weeks or days per week. In Albania, the frame curricula allow 20 to 50% of practice depending on the level. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, work-based learning is done around twice or 3 times a week by the students. In addition to that, there is also practical work, Feriltama Praksa, which means internship during holidays. In Finland, there isn't a minimum or maximum amount of hours. In Italy, the number of hours depends on the level they are, from 90 to 210. In Kosovo, students are obliged to spend 20 to 60% of their time for the practical part, depending on the availability and the grade. In Montenegro, there is a minimum of 45% work-based learning, 3 years programs, and 12%, 2 years. In Spain, the number of hours depends on the level of the students, from 160 to 440 hours. The measures adopted are very similar in the different countries. Teachers use instruments such as checklists, oral questions and answers, tests, attendance register from the company, evaluation form from the students, diaries or a digital portfolio, etc. In most countries, the school tutor is in charge of certifying the competencies acquired by the students. In Albania, the assessment of practice is done through a checklist with all the competencies of the teaching program. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, students do written, oral and practical registers and tests for the assessment. In Finland, the training tutor from the hosting company provides the educational or training institution with all the elements suitable for verifying and evaluating the students' activities. In Italy, the final assessment is carried out by the class council. Students will also have to evaluate their experience by completing an evaluation form on a national platform. In Kosovo, there are two main ways: portfolio assessment evidence or assessment instruments for the certification of competencies. In Montenegro, a student has completed a grade if he received positive marks for all subjects. After completing the practical, there is a final or vocational exam. In Spain, there is a register with the list of activities and hours worked, signed by the company tutor and the student. In the different countries analyzed, we found different ways to find companies. Preference is given to companies that can provide the entire content required, operate successfully, and have experienced instructors. School council, school board, Albania and Italy, headmaster, company tutor, school tutor are the main roles. In Albania, the business relation coordinator is the person who manages relations with the companies. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, a tripartite advisory council ensures links between VET and the labor market. In Finland, they work in local, regional and national networks. In the case of Italy, schools can use the national platform to find companies. In Montenegro, within each school there is one person in charge for communication with companies and all organizational tasks of work-based learning. In Spain, the school tutor has the main job role to organize meetings, find companies, certify and write the documents. There is a general trend to do all that. Work-based learning is one of the most important moments in a student's learning, since it verifies the abilities that they have learned at the school in a practical and real way. There should be a wide and coordinated promotion and visibility campaign to increase the image of VET systems.